So they'll be calling you a radical. Boy, my phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. People that I know, people whatever, asking me, talking to me about this nightmare in the Ukraine. You know, it's scary. Talk about freaking madness, the history of madness. So, the real March Madness. Oh, it's only February. So, it's interesting because this is the book I've been reading. By the way, it's so good. It's eyewitness accounts of same old thing, 1917. And they never forget. Putin's got a long memory. A long memory, you know. Prince Harry, who is the heir to these guys. He's the heir to the throne. For real, for real. Look it up, the DNA swap prince. We emboldened monarchs. We emboldened czars. We emboldened kings. That's what we've done in the last 40 years. You know, the United States post-World War II, the Atlantic Conference, remember FDR to Churchill? There'll be no monarchs. No monarchs after the war to end all wars. No monarchs. He's been in power how long? If you think he's a commoner from St. Petersburg, I got a bridge right there in Brooklyn. Speaking of Brooklyn, the New York Times yesterday. And I didn't say this because I can't say this on YouTube because that would be because I'm Kevin Blanch. I'm an anti-nuker. So, you know, we're under bombarded. Anti-nuclearism is hate speech. Peace activists were hate speech. But the passive-aggressive, I used to live right by that school in Brooklyn. In the Ukrainian, there's so many Ukrainians that live in Brooklyn. They interviewed one of the teachers. And she says, well, the kids are scared, of course. She says, well, what do you tell them? I just tell them, calm yourself. Putin will be dead soon, and we'll get somebody better. That's Russia, right? I'm telling you, I know Russian history. The Ukrainian history, what they've gone through in the last 150 years, oh my God. The famine. Oh, how about World War I, World War II? Oh my God. Do you know how devastating that was? Whoa, there were no men left. The famine, then, you know, the breadbasket is there, and what ruined the breadbasket? Oh, Chernobyl. So Putin attacks from the north. I was looking at the maps yesterday, and I posted all the maps. You know, the 15 nuclear reactors. He attacked right through Chernobyl. Chernobyl's to the north. I mean, he's right there. And you want any news, you're not going to get it from the Times or the Washington Post. I mean, them days are over. You're going to have to get it on YouTube, but they Joseph Googled YouTube. I used to have direct links all over the Ukraine. Boop, 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 boop. This is the imperialist media that has taken over this war. And you could blame all this on two people, Barack Obama and Donald Trump. They emboldened Putin over the last they emboldened him. You know, that's what imperialist narcissists do. That's why this country was anti-imperialist, anti-inherited wealth, anti-royals, and now we worship. You know, you in Brooklyn and you in New York, walk right over to the prison ship memorial right there at Fort Greene. Just go for a walk there today. Go for a walk. There's 11,500 bodies there. Yeah, Prince Harry, freaking great-great-grandpa, King George, loaded them up on prison ships. Starved them to death in the ocean. There's every man, woman, and child in Brooklyn. The Battle of Brooklyn, my bloodlines, Alexander Hamilton. They lost that fight. Everybody's worried that Putin's going to nuke here in the U.S. He ain't going to nuke in the U.S. I mean, that'd be suicide. Nuke in the Ukraine by default. Those reactors over there, I'm telling you, it's so scary. I've been screaming about this for years and years and years and years. But this is what happens when we don't have imperialism in the U.S. Have you sit and take a look at who's in power? When Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, who really never invented anything, show up and they're the royal dignitaries at the CLP in Glasgow, you know, we're looking at them for, I mean, these gazillionaire monarch royals who are just royals, bloodlines. They never did anything. I mean, you have these billionaires were against the law in this country. 40 years in the making. Science fiction economics and Ryan Greenspan. There's another one you could blame this on. Oh, it's scary shit, and there's going to be a price to pay. You think the U.S. is just going to sit here? Oh, no. Oh, no. And let me tell you how this is going to play out. The U.S. is going to have to retaliate through NATO. You know, first U.S. troops that are killed. Look the fuck out, Putin's all I got to say. Because there are U.S. troops there, and there are videos on YouTube right there. They're right. I mean, Putin's all over the country. He didn't, you know, oh, it's just a little skirmish in East. Please. He invaded the entire country. That's what imperialist narcissists do. Same old thing, 1917. Where's the Bolsheviks when you need them? And Trump empowers them? Obama empowers them? That's Obama and Trump have empowered Putin to the 10th power. You know what he's done to Russia since he took power? He's looted the country. She's from Brooklyn, Anna, his birthday. Remember, she was the great journalist going after him? That was in 2006. Oh, he killed her. Scary shit, man. There are 15 nuclear reactors there. And you go to that part of the world, and you know, I don't know this to be factual, but they don't say it was human error that blew Chernobyl. They say that, you know, I've made a Freudian slip, said William Teller. You talk about William Teller. Edward Teller. If you know nothing about Edward Teller, you know, he ran the nuclear show forever. You don't think he would blow? Well, I don't care. You probably poisoned the whole planet with freaking so much. As long as I stop them Russians. Gorbachev himself said the fall of the Soviet Union was the invasion of Afghanistan, Chernobyl, the meltdowns. How about the United States? Invasion of Afghanistan, Fukushima. Well, that's clear over there. The U.S. runs the island of Japan. Yalta by the Sea. Did you forget third grade history? We took Japan, the United States, 1,000-year-old treaties. We run that nuclear show. We turned it into a radioactive island. And Barry Antoinette Obama backed them out on entombing. Then Trump didn't even say the F word. He went over there 17 times, or met with a B 17 times. I mean, this propped up freaking whatever they have over there. I know NATOCOM personally. Go talk to him. Go interview him. He went like this to me. Thank you, Kevin Blanch, for all your work. They forced him out, the United States government. We created this monster, this imperialist freak show. How did they do it? One by jet stream, two by cable TV. Operation Foxconn News, they're getting their dream. Run right out of the House of Windsor, run by monarchs. Our forefathers are rolling over in their graves. The imperialists, oh, they're back. Where's the Bolsheviks when you need them? And we know how it plays out in Russia. You know, Stalin, when FDR fell down, what did Churchill use to poison him? You know, the royals, they're back. The monarchs are back. It's imperialism. What do you think imperialists do? I mean, it's history repeating itself. You put someone in power for 20-something years? I mean, wow. My heart goes out to people in the Ukraine. I mean, this is a nightmare, beyond a nightmare, you know.